courses through, then it's just like the flu, that there's people that have gone through it and, yeah, they felt bad and then they get better. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. And I mean, I just, what town in California are you? Because I'm surprised you don't have
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara, and they don't have that's weird.
Look, there's a Santa Barbara City,
mm-hmm.
and then there's a Santa Barbara County. And the county, like the city is in the county,
mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
The entire county of Santa Barbara does not have one kid anywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The
next, let's say if you go like a half hour south, there's the town of Ventura.
Mm-hmm.
Ventura apparently has very few, and I don't know where, but I'll send you a link to the article.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, like stuff like this, if it, if they just let this go, it's crazy, because then, the potential for it to spread, if you do have it, and they haven't identified it, or, maybe
right. Well, that's what's so bad to begin with, because I was under this misperception that it hadn't come here at all. Even though I started being careful, I was like, wow, at least we don't have any, because I have a friend who lives in Washington State, and she's about 40 minutes from that senior center. Yeah.
Yeah, senior center.
And she was like out in the country there. She's a New Yorker originally. She grew up in Manhattan. Her father's like a heart surgeon, but she lives out there with her husband now, and they moved out there. And she also has a sore throat now.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very similar thing to me, so I don't know.
Have you gone to the doctor?
I didn't even ask her.
Oh.
I didn't even ask her. We were just texting. This is the most active I've been in like 2 days, last 2 days. I've been mostly sleeping the whole time, but I saw on my phone that you were live or going live, whatever, so I clicked on. But I honestly have not been. I mean, mostly I watched what I told you on my little iPad mini. I slept.
Do you still feel like you have a fever? Like, are you getting hot and cold, or you feel like the fever broke?
Right now, I'd have to say, yeah, maybe it broke. I mean, I have to say that my shirt is wet in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So not terrible, but I know that probably, I don't know, when I was sleeping before, I don't really know. I'm also kind of out of it. It's like I feel sort of like, okay, when I was reading on the chat, I just couldn't even from 1 minute to the next remember how to spell. Sometimes people's names are complicated anyway, but you have to type in at and something for them to get your message and back, if you want to reply. And I think that's how it goes. So I did it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
couldn't remember.
I don't do that because I just can't.
On the chip. Well, I just couldn't even remember. From 1 minute to the next, like how I said I thought I saw their name. You know what I mean? It was like.
Okay, so do you feel like delirious a little bit?
A little bit, not delirious? Just like a little bit. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's good a description. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I have, yeah, it's like I guess some people came to the upstairs, and like it was a couple hours ago, but whatever noise they made seemed really loud, and I don't know if it was. I mean, it just my head hurts now.
Dreaming or something.
What?
You don't know if it was real or you were dreaming or.
No, I just don't know if like, when you're sick and you get like sounds that are not usually annoying to you become really annoying, really
Okay.
loud.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what I mean. It's like I have that, and
You're irritable. You're irritable.
I'm irritable. I'm
Mhm.
so irritable. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
haven't started like, and your throat still hurts. Like, are you able to eat any and
Yeah.
drink?
Yeah, that I do. There's like a little like a little fridge here, and I have it stocked up with. Actually, I've been very thirsty, so I've been drinking like so much.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone through like bottles and like there was, there's not water to be had in this town, but like I got like green juices and kombucha. Do you know what kombucha is?
Yeah, I know very well. I drink it all the time.
Me too. So I've been drinking that, like mad and pomegranate juice, and I actually think, I feel like it's good. I've got this green. I don't know if you have it there. It's like a big bottle of like it's just juiced, but they sell it in the supermarkets now, and it comes in a green kind of
Right.
pear-shaped bottle,
Mm-hmm.
big though. So I have a couple bottles of those. I've gone through them like crazy. I had, a big bottle of like this grapefruit soda, natural grapefruit soda. I drank that. I've been very thirsty.
Okay,
Very
so
thirsty.
you
So I wake up thirsty, I drink a little, and then I go back to sleep. And like in the mug when I just stopped it, I finished it though, and and they have a little microwave, so I got like just broth, and I heat that up. I think that.
tell me, so
Yeah.
you got home from the doctor and then you just said to your family, I'm going to pack up and go to a hotel?
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, they were probably really worried about
it's not
you, right?
far. Well, but like I said, I didn't get the test, which I didn't, so I don't know for sure. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. And I said, but let's be safe. I'm going to get out now.
Did
So you sequester.
did you drive yourself to the hotel?
No. It's
Okay.
actually, it's so close anyway, but no. So it's just like the local, it's like a place where people come to visit you from out of town. It's like close by and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
cheap and close by, and it's fine.
And did they, when you checked in, did they say anything to you, like with the mask on?
Oh yeah. This is funny.
Yeah.
So I actually checked into an app, my phone, okay, altogether, right? And then when I got here, I told them that I didn't want housekeeping because I wanted to keep I didn't want to tell them that I came here sick, really, because then they might not want me here. I thought, but I said, I feel like I'm bad, what's it called? I don't want to catch the thing, and I'm, I don't want at risk. I don't want to catch it, and so I think and they insisted that they have housekeeping. There's a rule that they have housekeeping every other day.
Mm-hmm.
I said no, I can't do that. So then I had to write. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a little winded here. I had to write. I went on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
It's still there if you look back. And I wrote, really complained about it, until I got a response. And they called me. They called me the next day.
Yeah.
The next morning.
You're not going to come?
Uh-huh. But yeah, they called me from some kind of, I don't know what. Yeah, from a different state. I can't remember the state. And, from whatever their customer, whatever person is.
Yeah. And
I said, I don't want to catch any more. I don't want to give anything, and I don't think that you even have a protocol for that. And that's kind of upsetting, because whatever. And yeah, they said okay. First, they said they want to inspect every other day, though. Like they want to look in because I have dogs.
So why did you
But
take the
they're
dog
little dogs. But
and not leave
then
the
they didn't. Then they didn't. Then they didn't. They left me alone.
right? But I'm just wondering, how come you took the dogs? Like, because you didn't know how sick you're going to get, and if you could even be able to care for them, and how do you walk the dogs?
Okay. Well, there's like right outside my door.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a dog friendly thing. So right outside my door is a little patch of what's it called? It's not grass. It's
AstroTurf or something?
mulch.
Oh, mulch.
The mulch chips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then there's even one. So they just go out there. But besides that, there's one around the corner too. Sometimes they go over there, which I don't like because then I can't see them. But I just open the door, I let them out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The first night I was here, I got up at like 2:00 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I just walked outside with them because there was like nobody here, and the parking lot was totally empty and everything, and just let them like run around. But because it's the middle of the night, nobody was up and nobody was even here. Like it was like empty. But surprisingly, it looks like the parking lot is kind of full today. Like just now when I went, when I knocked, when I knocked on the thing, I just checked out the window to make sure that somebody wasn't, they weren't barking at somebody that was actually here. And it's full of cars. So it's interesting that people are traveling, I think, during this whole thing.
Yeah. But so I'm just wondering, why did you take the dogs? Like, wouldn't you just be better leaving them with your other family members at your house?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think I thought, too, that I was, like, petting them and had the germs all over them, but I don't know. I don't know, Caroline.
Okay, because like your family members are still in the house. Like if you do have it, your house is contaminated anyway.
Probably. I would guess. I think so. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was really careful in constantly washing my hands, not touching my face, even though I found myself touching, like, even, you get the hair that blows kind of, that lone hair that'll blow in your, tickle your cheek or something. It's like so weird. Do you ever have that? I mean, there's so many times I caught myself
what
touching
I
my
do,
face.
can I tell you what I do is I always have sanitizer in the pump bottles in my purse. So it's not in a little travel container. It's in a big pump bottle in my purse. And I put my purse in like right in the shopping cart. Okay. And anytime, like say my hair gets in my eyes or if I have to touch, I will just take a thing and then do what I need to do.
Smart. Yeah. Well, there's no hand sanitizers anyway on the shelf, but I do have a lot of baby wipes. Like, I don't know if that's good or not, but they're like, I have so many packs of Huggies now. Everywhere. I'll take out a Huggies and just I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and so your family is you've checked on them for any symptoms?
Yeah.
None.
Good. No.
And they're going about. Do they all work outside the home?
Yeah. Well, no, my son is like not. He's not doing anything right now. Really, he's looking for another job. But yeah, no. Yeah. He's. I mean, yeah. No, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm just surprised because like you think like I mean the doctor would want to like document that and make sure that would be, being that you went there and I don't know. Did they tell you?
Yeah, you think that, but you know what? That's what I mean. I don't think all that stuff is actually being if it's actually being done. I mean, they talk about it on the news, but it's like. That's why I was so shocked that nobody has them. You know what I mean? It was like I was sure there was going to be because you remember Trump said, "Oh, you just get your doctor to write you a thing." That's why I went, to get you a test, right? They write a script and then you go to wherever it is to test. There aren't any tests, and it's shocking. So they're not keeping any kind of anything anywhere because. There doesn't even seem like there's a central place that you put that information for the nation right now. You'd think that they would. You'd think also that the tests were administered everywhere, but they were not in any organized fashion, apparently. So, and we don't even know if they really actually have enough. They just haven't said that they don't. You know what I mean? It's like they're not, and then I think it was Michael Moore's podcast or something, he was saying that they said they wanted to keep the numbers low. Like, so they're not reporting everybody that has it, apparently, which is really dumb because they're not protecting anybody.
But I mean, I think they are, but you don't have a positive test. And I mean, they just let you
There's
go.
no test to be gotten.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
In the whole county. I mean, it's a big county.
Right.
I mean, they're all big, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's like, and Ventura County is huge. And they only have I don't know. I got to read the article again. Remember, it's like just very, like, there's like 3 places and they're very, whatever about it.
I see.
And also, a friend of mine in Pennsylvania, her friend, I think it's also a workmate. She works at a preschool, and a woman that works with her got the flu, or what they said was the flu. She didn't have the high fever, so they didn't test her. Her doctor said, "No, I'm not going to have you tested." Like, what they're doing is they're like,
well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's very possible. If she didn't have, I mean, there's a lot of different things, and like if that woman didn't have a flu shot, and she's around little kids, she could get a cold or something, I mean.
Yeah. Well, she had.
Doesn't mean it's COVID-19.
Yeah. Or maybe she had the high fever, but not the cough, or one of those, or not the sore throat. I don't know. But so they're like being very skimpy with the people they even get all of them, because there's not. I mean, now they say, I think they're going to increase the test, is what I think they said today, but it's just not. They try to test as little people as possible, because there's not a lot of tests around, but the places that do have tests. So we're not really getting. My point is, we're not really getting an accurate count. We're not really getting.
Well, now the counts. I mean, more people are getting tested. That's why the counts are going to go higher, because more people are available. More people are getting tested. Right. And we've been, told that all along, that we're going to see, increases.
A spike, right? Absolutely.
No, we're going to see large increases, because people are being tested. Like in New York City, they're going to have drive-through testing.
I know. That's so cool. Right. I know.
And then there's drive-through testing in a lot of places now, so they don't have to get out of the car. And there are going to be more tests available, and more people will be tested. So,
yeah,
I just want to tell some guys.
What?
No, I just want to tell them if they're in the right chat, because I'm confused now if we're in the right chat or not.
Oh. I guess I don't have to be on this. I can go looking at the chat. I haven't even looked at the chat from here. I haven't switched over from the phone number thing. Hold on.
Oh, it is the right chat. Okay. So let me see if anybody has any questions here. Let's see. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong chat.
Well, no. Lufa says, with the sore throat, you probably have the flu. Coronavirus doesn't cause sore throat. Well, I don't know if that's so. I don't know.
No, they say it does start with the throat, with the
oh, it does? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. That's the tortilla will help. That's not for me. The last one I see is.
Does she have plans to tell the front desk that she might have COVID, so they can inform everyone else who is coming in and going out?
Nobody's coming in and going out of this room. That's what I meant. That's what you said.
Yeah, but
nobody's coming.
Even when you check out, though, I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to probably check myself out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. But I mean, they're going to go in your room and clean, though.
Yeah, I know. They have, though, when I spoke to the people at like, Customer Central or whatever they were, not lady, she said that they are first of all, they do have, they say the housekeepers have gloves. First they say that they have gloves and masks, and I even saw one roll by the window with like plastic eyeglasses on, like eye protection.
Safety glasses, yeah. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like, you really have to tell them, because like, you check out, or if they, they're
I was actually planning on telling them tomorrow. I really haven't talked to anybody, and I was just feeling so sick. I was just sleeping. Nobody. I really just the last couple of days I just slept away. I mean, I just really was sleeping round the clock.
Mm-hmm.
I'd get up to go to the bathroom or take the dogs out, feed the dogs.
I know, but you don't want to find out.
No, I am. I'm going to tell them tomorrow.
Somebody died, a little baby or an elderly person, because you didn't let them know when somebody went into the room and it wasn't cleaned properly.
No. I'm definitely telling them.
Mm.
Yeah, no. And I'm actually even going to call back that they gave me a number to call.
Mm-hmm.
When they talk to me, so I'm going to call them back and tell them,
Right, but are you going like to the ice machine and?
No.
How are you
Absolutely
getting your meals?
I brought food. I brought a lot of that chicken. I brought canned fish. I brought iceberg lettuce heads. Mm-hmm. I brought a couple other salad bags. I brought a lot of stuff here because they have a fridge. Mm-hmm. And it's not just a mini fridge. I mean, it's like it's more like a double mini fridge. Mm-hmm. Like it comes up to like the bottom of my chest. So it's tallish, I mean, it fits in a lot of stuff. That's how I've been eating. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have food. I have like other things like, big bags of pistachio nuts, and I have food here.
Okay. Yeah. Did the doctor tell you that it would be a good idea to go to the motel? I mean, who put that in? Like, where did that come out of your own head?
I put it in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did the doctor though tell you? Like, I mean, I'm just wondering what he told you when you were leaving. Like, did he tell you?
Well, he said that nothing. That like to call on Monday, or they'll call me, to see if we can find a test yet, and to see what I'm to try to get a what's the word? Some kind of what's the word? Prognosis, current prognosis, I guess.
A diagnosis?
Yeah, no, like some kind of see where if it had advanced in any way, or I mean, just to check on my status. In other words, like how it's feeling. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I just, I wonder. Like, it seems, irresponsible on the doctor's part if they just let you go, like, and didn't, I mean, did they ask you about how many people do you live with, and they didn't give you any precautions to take, or they didn't even give you a bottle of sanitizer or anything?
No, well, I have stuff. I have that stuff. I mean, I have it all anyway. Yeah, no. They said, no, they, I mean, no, they didn't. No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they made it seem like there's really nothing to be done. Just watch it, except watch it, And I myself just thought it's better to. I mean, I brought cleaning stuff here, like serious cleaning stuff, with me. Mm-hmm. And I even brought vitamins here. I mean, I brought a lot of stuff. I have gloves here, and.
Do you have anxiety about this?
I had maybe more anxiety. Yeah, I mean, I think I have anxiety that I don't even want to, look at. Right. I had more anxiety before I got it, I think. So I was so afraid of it when it really you know, I mean,
You were afraid of
maybe,
getting it? You were really afraid of getting it?
yeah, yeah. And I was afraid, you know, I was just, the whole thing, you know, like looking at this, you know, hearing about what's going on in Italy, and yeah, I was really afraid. And
Right.
so I think part of it is that, like, you know, my head's just too, like, feverish or something to really, you know, and I'm trying not to think about it, but yeah, I'm just trying to take, I guess, one day at a time and sleep, and yeah, like 2 weeks ago maybe, I went to a supermarket and I ordered stuff from, you know, they like kind of like this selections you can buy, you
Right.
know, and they had like cooked chicken pieces and all that. So I, you know, I didn't get like the full chicken, like I'd take it off the I just, so not the person that was helping me, but another guy back there, he kept coughing. And then he walked over to kind of chat with her. She like using the tongs to get my chicken, you know, like my 12-piece set or whatever I was doing, you know, and like I said, please move over. Please don't, I'm not, you know, I said, you know, did you just, because I had just heard something about the coronavirus. And then that was like the first time we really, you know, it started to really hit in the news. And then after that, subsequently, yeah, it was really frightening. I was terrified for my son to go on to St. Louis. I was really mad at him. You know, I was like crazy over that. And yeah, I did have tremendous anxiety, and yeah, now all I can hope for really is that, you know, I've seen, you know, some YouTube people that have had it, and they've come out the other side, and they say too now that you know, they think people will be immune to it after, if they do go through it and come out well, that they can. And so I thought, well, that'll be a real opportunity for me to be helpful to other people. If I get it now and I'm well and I make it through, I can really help out when this shit hits the fan out there. You know, because if I'm immune to it, then I could really volunteer and help a lot of people probably, that if it gets really bad.
Right. But we have to, you know, we have to get you tested, and, you know, I just think
Yeah.
they should be,
Yeah.
you know,
No, I would have to know that, yeah, by the test for sure. And also,
yeah.
apparently you're not supposed to go out into the world until you get, if you do get a test that says affirmative, you're not supposed to go out into the world until you get retested again, and it says it's gone, and then there's 24 hours, and you have to get retested again. Only then, if you get that 2 time in a row negative reading, can you go back into the world.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think though, but you have to, I think you should call the doctor first thing tomorrow.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I am. Yeah, that's what I had planned to do. I was going to call them, and I wanted to call because the manager, I don't think, is here on the weekends. Because somebody called me.
I'm sure there's a manager there. I mean, there has to be a manager.
No, from the front desk. No, they called me because I added on, like, first I only took out a certain number of days, you know, on my app, my hotel, whatever app. So I added on another week, and then because I was so fachaded, I don't know if you know what that word means, I added, like, I paid twice for tonight. So the guy called me from the front desk on the house phone, you know, the room phone, and said, you know, I'm going to cancel that, and then you redo it. And I was sleeping, and I was like so tired. I'm like, can you just keep it and then somehow add a night on at the end? You know, that I did, you know, because since I double paid for whatever, I just didn't want to even have to go through it again. I was just so you know, fatigued. And he said, I'll ask the manager, you know, like tomorrow or whatever. So I was going to call you about that anyway too in the morning, and then tell them,
But yeah, I mean, I'm just concerned, like what about when you need new towels and stuff? Doesn't a housekeeper have to at least exchange your towels?
I do. I have a pile here of like it's just like 2 towels and a washcloth that I wanted to send out, but that's what I was going to talk to them about too. Like
Yeah, you
how
don't want to do that unless,
No. Oh, I know. I'm really conscious. I'm so conscious of this, and I was going to, call that main number too, and I have a list of questions for them that I've written down, but in my like I will write it down before I call them to that, cover that kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely. I have not. The good news is that there's still like 3 bath-sized towels that are still clean here. I mean, I think I've used one of them to kind of dry my hands on the hook and stuff, but otherwise, so I'm okay. I haven't, as far as that goes, I have a big 12-pack or whatever it is. I don't know how many of Viva paper towels that I bought too. So a lot of times I just dry my hands with that.
But you see,
I have paper plates.
Let's say that you do have this virus, right? Let's say you have this. And so, I mean, did your son drop you off at the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so he's been in close contact with you, and then there's 2 other people at your house that have been in close contact with you. And,
right.
So they potentially are be incubating this, right? Yeah, I mean, and there it seemed just to be going on with their, I said, your son stays home, but I don't know what the other 2 people do.
No, he's actually right now, he's in LA, but no, and then there's just like somebody that we rent the room to. So no, that's all. I know. I mean,
it's potentially a very dangerous situation that could infect a lot of people.
I know. No, when I first felt like the sore throat and everything, I have those little masks, and I have like those big boxes of those, those, the latex, you just pull it out and I use those anyway for cleaning, and when I clean up after the dogs and stuff, I have those gloves around. So, and I bought more when I went to the supermarket. I like those gloves, those kinds. So, yeah, I've been, I was wearing those and the thing, as soon as I felt, yeah, I don't know, Carolyn. I know it's crazy, but I'm really careful, but it is crazy. I mean, the weird thing is like the supermarket was really the only place I went to for in 5 days, except I went to look at this property thing. But that's it. I mean, it wasn't, and and I took the dogs out, but away from people,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but I mean,
I just couldn't understand how I got even infected, because I wasn't near anybody, and the only time, unless it does stay really latent or whatever, with
look, I mean, we don't know whether you're infected or not because you haven't been tested, and you did say you were really anxious about catching this, right?
Yeah.
Very,
yeah. But it's not, no, but I definitely had temperature and the sore throat.
Hmm.
Yeah. But the thing is, even if I got the flu, it would be like, where the hell did I get that? Unless it was that one day at the supermarket, unless it came 2 weeks before, or just because I really have not been.
Did you get a flu shot?
No, I never get the flu shot.
Okay.
I know, but I never do. Some people do. I just don't.
Okay, so I mean,
I'm kind of very natural, kind of,
mm-hmm.
Organic. I try to eat organically as much as I can, and
yeah, it could just be just a little something that's not the flu or COVID-19, right? But you really need to get tested so for sure. And I think and while
Yeah.
you're, you don't know, um, I think you need to call the doctor immediately in the morning and let him know. He doesn't know you're in a hotel, right? Does the doctor know you're in a hotel?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I might have said I was going to do that. I was thinking of doing that when he told me, but I don't know.
Right. You're gonna want to call the doctor and tell them you're in a hotel, and let them know exactly, what you've done and what you should do, and let them know your symptoms, and then be honest with the staff there, and let somebody
Yeah.
know that you think, you've been to the doctor, you're nervous you might have this.
Yeah. I will. I will definitely. Nobody comes in. I'm telling you, they stop because
Yeah, but they will come in, because they will come in to change your towels, and
No. I stopped that. That's what I said to the top.
no, but
No,
I
I
mean, at
stopped
the end,
everything.
when you leave and stuff, they will come in to.
When I leave, of course. Yeah. But right now,
But you are
and I
going
do.
out to walk. But you are going out to walk the dogs. Let's just say you cough out there. Maybe you think you're not going to, but what if you have a coughing fit out there? So you can't say that. And if you do
Right.
have this,
Right.
you're
Right.
exposed to other
I
people.
do want a glove though. Like I dump my own little trash can out in the trash in the back, but I do it like really late and I have gloves on. But yeah, I know. It might be. You never know. But
Yeah.
it could be, I mean, I
Mm.
feel like if I got it from somewhere with my going out so little or whatever, if I did, then other people have it here too in town. It just got to be.
Yeah, but you can't just, do that, because you would feel terrible if you found
No.
a
I'm not.
90-year-old
Oh,
woman next
listen.
to you died.
No.
Yeah.
I came here to get even away from anybody and everything. No, that's why I'm here. I
Mhm.
don't even want. Yeah. No. Totally. To drop out of like society altogether. To handle this until I'm better, and until also, they get the tests out here and everything too, so yeah.
I think maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't have taken the dogs, because that does make you have to go outside several times a day.
No, I
And
just have to open the door, and I don't do it when anybody's out there because I let them go out by themselves. So I don't, I don't do it when anybody's around. So and they're older, they're fine about that. And I do have pads too. I have the little doggy pads in case, but they're not using it. They're older. They actually are really good. They just sleep with me when I'm sleeping, which is a long sleeping. And I think they sense there's something up, so they've been
right.
very, 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 very good. I mean, they just barked because I knocked very hard on
Yeah.
Madeline wood. They thought it was somebody at the door. No, I'm actually here because I'm so responsible. Not for me. It's not doing anything for me. To be here. I'd much rather be in my own bed, but I am doing it just to sort of sequester myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not at a kind of place, knock on wood, that I'd have to be hospitalized, but
Yeah, but I just, just the ramifications, like if you are positive, and then your family, your son, your tenant, um, everybody you've come into contact with,
yeah.
like they're telling everybody, like look at the guy on JetBlue, right? Look what happened to him, and
But
well, he
I
flew.
don't know that much.
Oh, he flew when he was getting a test, and then it came. He either didn't know or something, like but they knew that there was a suspected that he might have this, and he flew, and he either got the test result right when he got on, and he's positive, and he can never fly ever again on there. He's blacklisted because
Oh,
those
sure.
people on
No, you don't need to.
do
I'm telling you, you don't need
COVID.
to worry. I have Lysol disinfectant, everything, and I'm not going out. I have my food.
But
I
you
have
walk through the
everything.
lobby. You know what I mean? Do you
No, there's no
understand?
lobby. No, there's no lobby.
Okay. There's no lobby.
I could you park to the Yeah, it was California. It's a little different, I think. You know, it's very like you can step outside
Mm-hmm.
365 days a year. You know what I mean? Without without having to bear any elements. You know. So actually, we've gotten some rain, which is very unusual, some drizzling rain. But no, you park and you go in the room. You just key card. It's like a little credit card, and that's all. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think no one can come in. You know, I mean, I canceled the maid service. That's why I spoke to them at Central, whatever, Central Customer Casting or whatever. And, you know, they made sure that. And then, yeah, I have not been, but I am going to talk to the manager tomorrow. And,
Yeah, I would just call and not go out of the room and call your
no, I don't.
immediately.
No, absolutely not. No, I'm going to call them in the house room. Yeah.
Right.
I have not encountered anybody. I have not touched anything. I have not left this room
Mm-hmm.
except to take the dog when nobody's around, and I wear the gloves. And the only thing I touch is the trash can and my door.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's potentially exposed people.
And even the door, I wipe on the around the thing. You know, like I wipe the handle.
Right,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I think you just have to call the doctor ASAP. I mean, immediately. I would call the answering service. I might even call them like now, and so they call you back first thing.
Oh, and say call me back first thing?
Yes.
I think they're going to call me. I mean, they're pretty on it. I think they're going to call me. I'm going to call them, but I think they'll pretty much call me first thing in the morning.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they're like lax about it. They don't, you know, we just don't have tests in the entire county. So they've been through this before. They knew it already, you know?
Yeah, but they didn't know you were going to a hotel, right? You said you didn't know you were going to a hotel?
I think I said, I think I'm going to, I think I mentioned that I'm thinking I might do that instead of like staying at home, you know, and like infecting everyone.
And what did he say?
But I think I have my cell. I have my cell. I'm getting tired. Carolyn, what's your point? You think I need to call them now and
I
say...
think you need to call and leave a message and say that you need the doctor to call you first thing in the morning. And, you know, and tell them what's going on, because it's Friday since you've been in the hotel since Friday.
Yeah. Friday night.
So yeah, let him know that, you know, your symptoms, what's going on, and where can you get tested and how can you get tested, and you're in a hotel and you've got your dogs with you, and tell them exactly what you've been doing. You've been going out with your gloves and, you know, emptying the trash, and don't let anybody from the hotel in the room. And then after he tells you what to do, then you've got to call the hotel
the manager
desk. And let them know whatever the doctor told you now, and then find out for sure whether you have this or not. You've got to get tested tomorrow.
They don't have tests.
I'm sure they have they'll have a test somewhere for you tomorrow. I mean, they have to.
No, I mean, I can't. I could drive. I was thinking I could drive down to Ventura County, but, you know, I just don't really feel well enough to be sitting and waiting, like in one, you know, if it's like the public office or something like the CDC and other people waiting. And
no, I don't think it's anything like that.
I don't want to do that. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's more taxing. So I think,
I don't think it's.
You know, I might try to call the CDC tomorrow and see if we're getting them, or like.
No, you have to call. I mean, your doctor ASAP, and
I'm gonna call them tomorrow morning. Yeah, they might have shipped it by now, but I don't know.
You have to call them like ASAP, and then please let me know with an email what happens.
Yeah,
What they
absolutely.
say to you, what they're going to do with the test and everything.
I will.
All right.
I think everybody must be listening to this. It must be so darn boring. Oh, no wonder I don't have it going. I don't see any chat. Darn, I forgot to press the arrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, just
on the thing. So everything stopped like way back.
no,
like,
they're chatting. Everybody's kind of worried and would really like you to call the doctor and find out, get a test and find out for sure whether you have it or you don't.
Well, everybody should know, no, I'm not going near anyone. I mean, and I'm not even leaving for the most part. Since I got here, I've been
You did
sleeping.
get there, so all those people that you.
No, there weren't all those people. The only place I was at, it was the supermarket and then the 2 days later the doctor. That's it.
I know, but the supermarket is, that's a really important place to let them know because, yeah, that's really.
I think I got it there. Oh, you want me to call them? I'll call them tomorrow.
No. I think you have to call the doctor and get a test.
Right.
Right? Okay. That's number one.
I was feeling really great before I went to the supermarket. I mean, I was feeling totally fine. I mean, I was totally fine. And yeah, it wasn't even, I think it was 2 days after. I'm going to have to look for the receipt.
I mean,
I
know you were anxious about this whole thing. And I mean, a lot of people are very anxious. So it would be normal to have anxiety about it, about getting it. What's it going to be like if I get it? Am I going to be okay if I get it? Maybe just the feeling that you get it and it's not that bad is comforting in a way to you because it's like, it's away.
I don't feel that yet. Oh, please don't think I say that.
But you said, no, I'm just saying it might.
No. I think it comes in stages is what I heard. And I haven't gotten to the bad part yet. Okay. That's what I feel. I have not gotten to the really bad part. And that's what I'm really afraid of. But, so I'm trying to stay positive.
Right.
And, drink juices and do whatever, and broth, as much as I can do and sleep and, not get taxed about anything or stressed. I'm trying to really stay calm and whatever through it. No, I mean, it hasn't developed into like, I don't even want to say just so scary, but, I know I've been sleeping, so I haven't really had to do anything, so I haven't even been tested. I've been tested myself, my level of being able to do stuff. I do know, like, if I get up or if I know what I feel like. It's not great, but, no, I'm just saying when I say it's easy on me so far, I mean, it's like I can still breathe. You understand? I mean, it's like but I'm terrified of the bad part. I'm just hoping what I meant by, I wasn't being casual about it, but I'm hoping that I can go through it and come out healthy. And then if I did have it, which I'll be tested, then I can, help. I feel like if I'm then immune to getting it again, if that's true, and I went through it, then I could be helpful to, because if there's an emergency situation, places where they think there will be, I might be able to help people, volunteer in some fashion, I don't know. So, because I wouldn't be in danger of getting it.
Yeah, just call the answering service and then, let me know. Please send me an email. Please don't forget to send me an email. And I mean, they'll get you they have to get you a test because especially now, I'm just telling you, now if you tell the doctor, like I was in the supermarket and I was here and I was there and I was in a hotel,
I told him where I was. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have to test you.
They don't have tests. Carolyn, there's no tests here. They haven't come yet.
Right, but they will get you a test tomorrow. There's going to be
And
more.
that's kind of, what I wanted to like let you know and everybody know. I mean, there's a lot of places that just don't have the test, even if people are
There's
sick.
going to be. Let me just check right here for Santa Barbara and see if there's any tests for tomorrow.
No, I mean there might be, but here, let me get. Let me see if I can. Here we go. I'm going to send you this article link. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I guess I can send it to the email.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, so it says.
Doesn't matter what it says. It's not.
Santa Barbara's ability to test for COVID-19 increases slightly. So.
What?
Okay.
It said what?
It says Santa Barbara's ability to test for COVID-19 increases slightly.
Today?
Yeah, one day ago. And then it says with confirmed COVID-19 cases surrounding Santa Barbara, 15 people have been tested thus far, including.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can get tested around there now.
Good. Okay. Good to know. Oh, my head is really hurting now. Okay, wait a minute. I want to get to the mail. I'm going to send you this link where it says, wait a minute. Is it Carolyn? Okay, never mind. I don't want to say it out loud. I know what it is. Okay, hold on.
See, it says as of Saturday morning, county health authorities are still reporting no confirmed cases of coronavirus in Santa Barbara, but the number of tests reported has gone up to 15. That's an increase of 9 tests, up from 6 the day before. Of those, the results of 6 were negative and 9 remain pending. Testing protocol has been shifting on an almost daily basis, reflecting the relatively recent role of private testing labs in easing testing shortages and the attendant logjam. These changes have likewise added some confusion as to the numbers until, okay, so now that was Saturday, and then it's.
Will you send me that link?
Yeah.
Will you send that to me?
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
I just sent you the other one. You can see where it says there was none, but yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. And so Santa Barbara, now here's something, has first case, hold on, county, let me see. This was, when was this? Let me just see here. March 15th. Santa Barbara County Health Authorities have unearthed the first case of COVID-19. Let's see, let's see where this came from. Let's see. The news comes on the heels of the now confirmed reports that the 5 Isla Vista residents have been placed on mandatory quarantine after returning. What?
Yeah, sorry. Isla Vista is where UCSB is, the college.
Okay, where they came in contact with a confirmed COVID-19 case. Social media accounts of the incident have surfaced on Thursday. County health officials are reporting that the 5 came in contact with the infected individual on March 8th. It is not known when the individual tested positive. Okay, and it says in the meantime, let's see, there's the casino has now announced that it's shutting down all casino operations, not just shows and concerts, and yeah, and then they're under mandatory. See, they put them under mandatory. This is where I'm a little confused because they put them under mandatory quarantine. The USC, right?
Did they put them in a certain place under mandatory or just in their home?
Yes. It says UCSB students placed in isolation after coming in contact with person who tested positive in San Diego County. So 5 Isla Vistans are under mandatory coronavirus quarantine after being with a person in San Diego County who has tested positive. The 5 who are.
So they're students. So they probably put them in the, yeah, okay, good. Okay.
Well, let's see. Let's see.
They might even have the test up at Isla Vista, like at UCSB. So I could drive over there. It's not that far.
Well, let's see. The 5 who are UC Santa Barbara students are under quarantine imposed by Santa Barbara County's health official, Dr. Henning Ansong. And
send me that. Yeah, I'll call that guy. Or I'll have the doctor call. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah. And then it says County Public Health announced the exposure on Sunday and stated the students' contacts were being followed up by the disease control. They're the known contacts so far under self-quarantine. You see how it works? So
Yeah.
yeah, so I just don't believe that a doctor, not that I don't believe you, but a doctor would be
Right.
very incompetent if he thought you had a chance of having
Right.
this and just let you go out and didn't, you know, you know,
Right.
right. It's crazy if he did that, right? So, we'd have to
Right.
get right to the bottom of that because,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
it says,
Yeah.
should any of those under quarantine show symptoms of the coronavirus, they will be tested. Public health officials said county officials did not reply to inquiries immediately, but the students apparently are not yet showing symptoms. It is, and then you have
Wow.
symptoms, right? So it's
Yeah.
yeah, come on, right? So it is unknown how many others that they might have come into contact with or where. This story will be updated as information becomes available. So, he
But
would lose his medical license. Number one.
if you read the article though, you'll see that what it says is different places said, oh, like the CDC said, oh yes, Santa Barbara has it, but then when they investigated whatever, it wasn't true. It just wasn't true. Like they said, well then how do you get it? Well, they didn't have. I don't even remember now because my head is a little blurry, but from it all. But I read the article, you'll see that
All
there
right.
really came up nothing. So
Right.
in
But
fact,
yeah, just call
yeah,
the doctor and, because if he
I
doesn't,
will.
yeah.
They'll probably call me the first thing too. I mean, they didn't take it lightly, but they just felt like I felt, at the time. It's like,
Yeah, but
this
if
is
you
so
were
frustrating.
experiencing
My
symptoms,
hands are tied.
right?
Huh?
If you were
What?
experiencing symptoms, that you should have been in quarantine.
Well, I did quarantine myself.
No,
Self-quarantine.
no, it's
Right.
not really quarantine. You took your dogs and you're in a hotel and the hotel doesn't know, and that's not the way it
Right.
works. So yeah, it just doesn't, something's wrong with the doctor if that's the case, and
Well,
then
it just seems to me that that's what they were doing. That's what happened with everybody that felt like they had symptoms. Read the article, you'll see. I mean, I only found that after, but I was like so kind of frustrated because, I saw on the news, like this is so serious and this is how it's being handled and blah, blah, blah. And anybody with a doctor, whatever, can get the test.
mm-hmm.
And then there's, was like, yeah, I was just like, what?
Yeah, no, I
mean, I felt kind of like really,
yeah,
afraid for myself and afraid for other people too. It's like they don't have tests. They're not, we're lost out here. It's like we're out in the, and we're not that out in there anywhere. You know what I mean? It should have been here.
I mean,
so,
I think I understand.
Like,
it's a scary thing. No, really, I understand. Is your first name D? I hate to just call you D. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, D.
No, yeah. I'm so used to it. I'm so used to it from you. It's like I sort of, yeah. But okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that it's like such a scary thing, and people could get a real, there is health anxiety and all kinds of things like that. People get really scared, and this is a scary thing. Am I going to catch it? What's going to happen? And yeah, and I mean, you could have symptoms that sound similar, but it's not. So we need to find out what it is, and then take it from there. Right? That should be the number one priority. Find out if it is, and then take the proper protocol, because if you do have it and there's a lot of people to contact, there's a lot of people.
Depends on where I got it. Yeah, no, because
no,
there's not a lot
where you got it. No, but it's going to depend on like say you're positive with the test, then they have to go back and let everyone know, like if you went to this place or that place, the hotel.
But I didn't. That's the point. I didn't. The only place I went was the supermarket.
Well, but that's
and to look at this property. That's it.
Okay, but those
like the last 2 weeks or whatever, week and a half. So no.
The supermarket is a big place, and they would have to tell them, and then you're at the hotel.
Oh, there were so many people there. Yeah, and as I said, there was a woman behind me with a mask and gloves. So I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, the first thing we got to do is get the doctor and then find out, you got to get the test. You have to get the test. There's no way you cannot have the test now. You have to have the test. You have to. So that's, right. So yeah, call them up and let them know you're in a hotel. You still have symptoms. Okay. And you need to get this test.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
And
do it.
please let me know. Please let me know what the test, what happens.
I will.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. And I'll be praying for you and just, try.
Thank you.
Please make the call to the doctor right away.
Thank you, though. Yeah.
All right.
All
right.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Be in touch.
Okay. Thanks for calling in and stay.
Read the article so you know I'm not crazy.
I will. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Did I hear someone come in or someone in here? Did I hear a bell? Or is that the bell going on? Okay. No, she's going to call the doctor first thing in the morning. Yeah. There's a lot of, I think it's health anxiety. But yeah, I mean, I think she'll call the doctor and get to the bottom of it and get the test and she'll know. And I'll keep following up with her. So it'll be good. I think it'll be all right. All right. So we'll take care of that tomorrow. I'll let you know. And then of course, prayers for Elise. We're praying for you and hope that, today is even better than yesterday and you're better every day. All right. All right. So let's say goodnight. Thank you to the moderators and thanks for everybody that came in and everybody that got on panel and everybody that let us know what's going on. Thank you, Michaela. And we'll talk again tomorrow. And I think we'll have good news. And so everything will be okay. All right. And let's see. All right. And that's, it's not, let me just take care of something. Okay. All right. I'm going to just get us out of here and I will let you know tomorrow. I'll follow up with her. Thanks for watching. Everybody, God bless. Prayers for everyone that needs them. Be kind, be nice, and be understanding. Health anxiety is a real thing. All right. And all right, we'll talk tomorrow.